And my wife said, "Oh, you're just lame, you are. You're just lame."
Brilliant.
Go, I don't know, you fucking cowboys.
There we go.
Jesus.
There we go, gentlemen.
Never had this trouble before.
Oh, mate, it's been a nightmare.
It's getting longer, son.
Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. You caught me on the fly, to be honest. I've lost track of time. I've been working on the bike.
Oh, have you?
I'm trying to get the bleeding thing back on the road.
I see, Dave, that's what it is. He fucking couldn't get a link. I don't know. Too busy working on his bike.
No, I just didn't leave myself enough time to navigate technology. That was all.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it?
That's only a link off on it. That'd be all right. It'd be fine. And then
you don't have to download the app. You just click on the link.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to.
No, it made me download the app.
Oh, did it? Maybe they changed the policy then.
It wouldn't fucking, because normally I've never had a problem with that. You just open, oh shit, where's he gone? Jesus Christ. Yeah, normally I've never had a problem with that. You just open the link and there you are.
Yeah.
But no, apparently not today. There we go. There we are.
Maybe if you haven't used it for so long, perhaps you've missed the.
Yeah, I probably haven't updated it or something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, we got there. We got there.
Good man.
In the end. I'm ready for bed now.
To be fair, am I?
So how are you, Rob?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Ticking along, working, writing.
Is that
rocking and rolling?
Is that your old band you're back with, or?
I never left them. I never left those guys. I mean, when we went out on the road, well, when I went out on the road with Sons, I supported the Sons with Yesterday's Gone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that was over at the Yardbirds in Grimsby.
Okay.
That was on the tour. That was on the big tour. I think it was the first one I did with them. But yeah, never really left them. I've always been sat in the background, sort of doing stuff with those guys and writing and stuff. So.
Okay.
Because it's been going for a while now. Is it 2019 you formed?
Yeah, 5.5 years now, nearly. So I think it was December 2019 we finally nailed the lineup.
All right, okay.
And it's the same lineup still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Strangely enough, yeah. And we've been through ups and downs, and the sort of break for me with the Suns guys fitted in with everybody else as well, because we'd got, births, deaths, there was all sorts going on.
Yeah.
So it kind of all fitted in.
Oh,
So yeah, it was just nice to just sort of like, we didn't stop gigging, but we was able to sort of stand back and go, okay, we can be a little bit more picky about what we're gigging because it suits, but not, never sort of took the foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Oh, that's cool. And you got a new single out?
Well, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not out yet.
It's out now. Yeah, it's out now. It came out last Friday.
It's not that mix you sent me, is it?
No, God, no.
I was going to say.
No, we got the final one. No, we got
Give me
the
a
final
fucking
one.
Twitch there, Rob. Give me a Twitch.
No, you're all right. It's on it's on all the major platforms and such like. So
She's So Lonely.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we've got another release coming out, probably in the next 2 or 3 months or so. Another single, which that one's called Into the Sun. So yeah, we're quite excited releasing that. I mean, we've been gigging it for a while, but we never actually took the time out to go, actually, we need to record this as a single and put it out there and let people see what it's about. But it's that one, I think that's going to be quite exciting to see how that's received, because it's quite a change a little bit. It's not your full frontal attack as we normally go for.
Well, I got to be honest, when I listened to that mix you sent me, I thought, obviously it was a rough mix, but you've got a pretty good voice, mate, actually.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
I was like, is that Rob singing? I don't know. Maybe he sent me the wrong thing.
Yeah. You cheeky stone. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I did wing it quite a lot with the Suns lot, but that was due to obviously, previous Rob, and he set the bar really high with that. I
Yeah,
mean, his vocal is unbelievable. Obviously, Grey Fox Growl.
yeah.
Giving a little plug there for him.
Yeah.
But
Well, your vocals are very similar, and that's why I say when I come and watched you up in the Patriot, that's what I said.
yeah.
You complemented the music really, really well. So it suited it anyway, mate. To be honest.
Yeah,
So
but I had a great time with the Suns, and
yeah,
it was a real good experience for me, and getting out there and getting on the road and playing with the bands that I've got to play with, like the likes of FM, Grand Slam.
Mm.
I mean, we was even sharing side stage with the Darkness in France. I couldn't have asked for a better experience from those guys, and we're all still good friends. We
yeah.
still speak to each other. We all wished each other Merry Christmas at Christmas and so on and so on. But yeah, it was a great experience. But I think my main focus now is obviously concentrating on yesterday's gone and sort of pushing us forward and getting us that little bit of recognition now, because we sort of, well, I sort of had a sort of sit back and look at it, and we sort of started around about the same time and or just a little bit after. And I remember actually playing with the guys, these Wicked Rivers, and to look how far them guys have come is just absolutely insane in that space of time.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to push the YG band forward.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. You just gotta just get really, really busy and get out there and especially getting onto some festivals or what have you, and get some support.
Yeah, I mean we've got some exciting dates coming up this weekend. We're over to Heaven and Hellfest for the Sunday night. I think we're main support for the Heaven stage, which I was quite shocked at. We got put on the Heaven stage. If the hat fits, wear it. I'll be a good cowboy for the day. But we've got Northampton Rocks coming up as well. That's another great sort of gig for us. And there's a few other bits that we're working on, and there's a few announcements to come of a good run of dates towards August time, and that's going to be really exciting because that's going to be on parts of 3-band lineup. We're going to take it up and down the country.
Okay.
Cool.
So exciting things coming.
Yeah. Oh, good man, good. Yeah,
Well,
I've
at least
listened
you
to some
keep
of your
busy.
older stuff. Oh, sorry, Ted.
Go on, it's okay.
I've listened to some of your older stuff as well, because obviously when we met the first time, it was all about the Suns, really, wasn't it? So
Yeah, definitely.
It's been good. It's been good now. Sort of like I'll be honest, I jumped on Spotify and had a look at some of the older bits and pieces that you've released as well, and I like it all. It's really good, man.
Yeah, it's got a. I think it's a little bit of a unique sound. I think that comes from all the different influences within the band. I mean, you've got Danny on lead guitar, who's loves Whitesnake and that kind of thing. And you've got on the opposite, Josh won't mind me saying this, but he's into mad stoner doom metal and all of that kind of stuff. So and there's a whole mishmash in between. But I think it all ties back together on what we want to do with that whole. It's not so much a southern rock sound. I think it's it's kind of somewhere. It's more bluesy, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah.
So and that sits really well with me. We spoke about it before when we spoke about influences, and Stevie Ray Vaughan was a big influence for me, and I've always loved that blues, but I can't help but let the heavy creep in. It's just it's part and parcel.
Yeah, well, there's some pretty decent heavy bluesish music out there now, isn't there?
Oh God, yeah. There's some absolutely amazing sort of bands out there at the minute that are all doing an amazing thing, and this sudden influx of country music that's coming in from everywhere. That's another thing that's going to be insane, but hopefully it will swing around and the blues will get caught up in that, and that'll be another revival for the sort of blues rock side of things. But we live in hope.
Yeah.
I mean, we see a lot of it now. So like with on the festivals that I go to, obviously with Planet Rock and different ones, there's always blues rock bands on there now. They never used to be. But,
I think it's starting to cut its teeth.
Yeah, mega. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you've got bands like Robert John and the Wreck coming through, and The Answer, You
I mean,
know,
even down to things like Chris Barris.
Yeah.
yeah. But you like
And, you know,
Kira Mack as
that
well, you know?
yeah, Kieran Mack definitely, Els Bailey, and you know that kind of thing. And one of my big, I really like stuff because it's the cigar box blues, but it's Sam Fish,
Okay.
Yeah.
and she's incredible.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that, and her live performances are just wow.
Oh, I've never seen her live, but
No.
Oh, amazing. Definitely worth. I mean, you know, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there. It's definitely worth having a look at.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that.
Mm.
What do you reckon, Dave?
Yeah. Good. Sounds good, buddy. So you're going to be nice and busy up and down the country.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. You get back to a few venues that we've graced the doors on before, and a few new ones, which is going to be really exciting, and a few iconic ones as well. You know, there's a couple of really good venues in there that we're really looking forward to playing.
Yeah.
And the other two bands that we've got on board with us, you know, they're stoked about the whole thing, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a little adventure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a few bumps along the way, as there always is. You know, it's touring, but it's part and parcel of it.
Yeah, that's it. You guys been doing it long enough now, anyway, so you get used to
Yeah.
it. So you just roll with the punches, don't you?
Well, you just got to get on with it, and you know the show goes on, as they say. I know it's a cliche, but the show's got to go on, so you just find a way.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you'll have to give us a shout when it's announced, and I'll see where you are in the
I'll
in the
give you
geography, and I'll try and come
I'll
over.
give you a heads up. There is one in your neck of the woods.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
It's a bit further north, but it is in your neck of the woods.
A bit
Okay.
further north.
So Liverpool.
No. Well, well,
It's not in Wrexham, is it?
oh, I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny.
You're not playing Wrexham football ground, are you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with Ryan
yeah.
Ryan, what's his name?
Ryan
Ren?
Gosling's fucking
Do
appointed
you know the ironic thing, right? Is with my work, this is the really boring bit about me. I'm an irrigation engineer, so I actually do the irrigation on Wrexham training ground.
Oh, dear.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really ironic that you went Wrexham.
Yeah.
But actually, you know,
He's thinking, how the fuck do you know that?
we may or we may not be playing up there, and it may be a very nice venue, but it may or may not be.
Yeah. It's a bit far for David, like Wrexham.
Have you got to meet Deadpool then? Has he been out?
Oh no, not yet. No, don't be silly.
He's pretty involved in the club, though, isn't he?
He is, yeah. I mean, he's from what I can gather. I mean, we just might have got the days that he weren't there, but I mean, we work on it's the training ground that we work on.
Yeah.
Which it's the home to the rugby lot as well.
Okay.
All right, okay.
So that you can imagine that pitch takes a bit of hammer.
Yeah, I expect, yeah.
So
Did you do anything
all
with
good,
trees?
though.
I got a couple of stories about trees, actually.
Go on then. I'm
Trees.
intrigued now. I'm intrigued.
This is actually a story for my radio show because I've got to put it in my transvestite voice, but I'm not going to put it in my transvestite voice now. Okay, I'm going to use my normal
Fair
voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard my radio show, Rob. It's a bit fucking wacky at the moment.
Yeah. I have to be fair. I was like, nah, it can't be him. I was like, well, actually, it is, isn't it?
Well, it's a secret, actually. Not many people know it's me.
Well, there you go. I've just blown your cover, mate. I'm sorry.
I think I blew it myself, actually. But there you
I've
go.
been no good as a secret agent, would I?
No, I'm no good as a transvestite, to be honest.
Nor me. I'm a bit too hairy for it, you know.
Anyway, trees.
We digressed.
So trees. Children in the Netherlands have been banned from climbing trees.
Banned.
And if they get caught climbing trees, they will face a €500 fine.
Really?
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Because
I have to.
Parents then, because the kids can't pay.
No, the kids can't pay it. Well, unless they do what they do in America with their school fees and just make them pay forever.
Yeah.
But they've decided it's too dangerous now for children to climb trees.
Is that the reasoning behind it?
Yeah. Well, a load of
Money
balls,
makers,
isn't it?
Right. Okay. What a sad generation that they're going to grow up with.
Well, they're just making kids weaker and weaker and weaker, aren't they?
Well, I loved climbing. In fact, do you know, there's this, it just reminds me of a story from when I was a kid. Um, back in the way 80s, I think I must have been about 8 or 9, and I nagged my mom so much. My mom was a single parent, did the best she could. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I wanted one of these ski jackets that everybody else was wearing, the fluorescent orange and bloody whatever. I was only about 8, as I say, but I wanted a ski jacket. So she wouldn't buy me a ski jacket, and I played my face. She bought me a ski jacket. I wore it for less than 3 hours. Fell out of a tree, and as I was falling out of the tree, I got caught on a branch on the way down, and it skewered straight through the front of my jacket, came out the back of it, and missed me completely. And I was more bothered about the fact that I'd bloody ruined my jacket within an hour of wearing it, and my mum was going to kill me, than the fact that I'd nearly just died.
Yeah. Well, I got a story like that as well. If it doesn't involve a tree, it also involves a jacket, though.
Oh, go on.
I had the same sort of thing. My mum was always like up and down with the relationships and stuff, And I was after a Harrington jacket, and I nagged her and nagged her and nagged her, and she never had much money either. So she bought me this brand new Harrington jacket, and I went out with my mate, and we had this old scooter. I was only 13 or 14, but we had this.
Brilliant.
We found this old scooter, and we done it up, and we had like, remember the old rally chopper?
Yeah.
We had one of them as a front wheel from a rally chopper on it, right?
The speed bubbles on anyway, but it's still connected to the chopper.
And a leather helmet.
Yeah, we did have a helmet.
Like Biggles.
But we had this crappy fucking front wheel off a chopper on this scooter, right? So obviously the brakes didn't work, So we get it going, we rev it up. Or I revved it up because I was like, 13 years old. Revs it up, went straight up over the curb, straight to the side of an house. And I, obviously being a young kid at the time, I didn't think about shutting the throttle off. So it dragged me all the way up the side of this house and ripped a big hole in my brand new Harrington jacket.
Oh dear.
And my mum wasn't too impressed about that.
No,
Yeah. I'm gathering that you probably got the same beating that I did when I went home. And then I swear, my mum used to use a moccasin slipper on my arse, and I tell you what, she only used to give me one, and that was enough. I couldn't sit down for about an hour. No, I'm all right. I don't want to sit down.
My mum never had to use anything, mate. She was a tough little nut.
Oh, and mine was, but I was taller than her. She was only a dot.
Yeah, my mum was as well, to be honest. But, yeah,
bless them.
Yeah, and we all turned out all right, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Now they're not allowed to climb trees, and it's just
Jesus Christ! I look back at some of the stuff. I'm surprised I'm still alive with all the stuff that we got up to when we was kids on motorbikes and stuff. I'm surprised I'm even here.
Yeah. Well, I always said I wouldn't live past 30, but I'm nearly double that now.
Well, I'm still a biker, and I always said 35.
Yeah,
I'm 43
I'm still
now.
a biker as well.
Yeah, I'm 43 now, and it's like, it's not me, it's everybody else out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you've got to watch these twats on their mobile phones while they're driving around in their cars.
Well, I've learned as I've got older as a biker, as you probably have as well, that it hurts now when you fall off, and it takes longer to heal. So you're a little bit more cautious with the old loud button.
Yes. Well, to be honest, my bike doesn't come out in the rain.
Oh, there you go.
I've succumbed to the weather, if you like.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've got
a hobby.
Now I don't have to do it, and I've succumbed and gone, right, I'll buy a car. Because I did it. I went from 17, only passed my car test in, I think it was like 2010 or something like that. And I was like, I never needed a car. But now I look at getting on the bike and it's raining, and it's like, actually, I'll just get in the car. My knees ain't taking this today.
That's like me, guys. I mean, I always had bikes from the time I was 16. Legally, I could have a motorbike. And,
and before.
Yeah, I had bikes before, but for legally, so I could ride them on the road. I mean, I rode everywhere, back and forth work, up the pub, up the mountain, up the Lamb Dave.
Same. I've rode through every kind of weather that you can imagine.
Me too.
And there's nothing worse than getting off and your hands only bikers understand this. It's that special kind of frozen
It
hands
is.
that if you go anywhere near a radiator, they will kill you for doing it. You have to
You're right.
naturally let them defrost out, otherwise it hurts.
Yeah, that's true.
I think my dad got heated gloves now for his bike.
Has he?
No, that's that.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose
He's
if you're
yeah,
a
my
bit
dad's
You get
older,
heated
that's
grips.
fair.
Yeah, he's 77, my dad.
Oh, that's fair play then.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got heated gloves. I saw my
To
mum
be
said she
fair,
bought him some.
I'd probably buy one of them heated seats and that heated Gillette thing that goes under me
Yeah.
leathers.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you get that age, I suppose.
Yeah, he's still riding though.
Fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Royal
he just
Fair
bought a new
play.
Enfield,
bike.
hasn't he?
He bought a new bike, didn't he, Dave, not long
Yeah,
ago?
he's got a little Royal Enfield now. I think it's
Oh,
400.
nice,
Is it?
nice.
Little one.
Yeah, he said it's
Well,
easier.
once it's in your blood, you never get rid of it.
Oh, he's always had bikes.
I've got my brother and sister to blame for that. My
Yeah,
sister's a biker. She's like mad. I mean, she got married on a 750 custom chop.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, then fair enough. Oh, it was inevitable, really.
Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest, the first time I went, I shouldn't say this, Dave, but the first time I went 140 miles an hour was on the back of your dad's motorbike.
Is it really?
Yeah, he took me off.
Apparently,
He took me off the road
apparently.
down somewhere, and he came back and he's like, "God, do you know how fast we were going enter?" I was like, "No, how fast we were going?" He's like, "We hit 140 mile an hour then."
Yeah, things change, don't they, at that sort of speed as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah.
The dotted line is no longer a dotted line.
Yeah.
Well, it's unbelievable. I mean, a few years ago now, I had a Honda Fireblade, and
Oh, my dream
I was
bike.
I had it all race prepped and stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
I took it up to 165, and I had to shut it off, man, because it was just too
Yeah.
fucking fast for me. Like,
I mean,
Ooh,
the biggest one I've had so far was that I had a Triumph 955, the ST,
yeah,
the Sprint ST, and I swapped it for it was a Zephyr 550 that I
yeah,
had, and I broke the crankcase and that I'd actually broke the head. A stone had come up off the road, and I broke the head. And I messaged this guy in Leeds, and I said to my mate, I said, "Look, I'm going to ride it up there. I'm going to just straight swap it for this 955." He said, "Will you come with me though, just in case I break down on the way?" And the head decides to completely throw itself off. Yeah, no problem. I'll come with you. So anyway, got there, oil pissed out all over me leg as I got
oh,
all the way up there. Guy went, right, there's the keys for the 955. If you want to take it for a test drive, take it for a test ride. He says, just don't break it. You break it, you buy it. So
yeah,
that's fair enough. That's the rules. I know that. I understand that. So I got on this bike, and obviously they're a big old bike.
yeah,
I just got off a Zephyr 750
yeah,
onto this big 955 fuel injected triple that's got more fairing that I know what to do with. I'm like, all right, okay then. And as soon as I opened that throttle, I kid you not, I must have rode that bike less than a mile. I did a U-turn, turned it back round, and went, "I'll have that."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
155 down the M1. And then apparently my mate came past me on his Gixxer 1100, the slingshot.
Yeah,
I know, well, slab side. And he's had it messed about with. It's been bored out to a 12, I think it's 1280 or something like that. And I was doing apparently was doing 155. And he came past me and he literally took the paint off the side of the. I was like, oh, well, still can't beat you. Shit. I have to take this back now.
Yeah, it's great when you sit on a bike and take it out and you think, "Oh yeah, I quite like that.
Oh,
It's nice." I got rid of I had an Aprilia RS 3000, and
frightening bikes.
I swapped it for and now I'm riding a Honda CB1000R naked.
What are they like? They any good?
Yeah, I love it, man. As soon as I got on it and rode it, I was like, "Oh, that's nice. It's easy riding, if you like, to be honest."
Torquey and a nice ride
Yeah,
position.
yeah. Well, you know, if you've ridden a Fireblade, you know how a
Yeah,
Fireblade
yeah.
rides. It's pretty
Ridden
much the
one
same,
once.
but it's just a naked, like.
And it was the older one. It was the RR, which was the. Do you remember the it was Urban Tiger.
Yeah.
Rode one of them once. Got
Yeah.
it into third, turned it round and took it back and went, I'm all right because I'm going to break that.
Yeah.
I was really young.
Yeah.
But nope, not for me.
Yeah. What
I'm
was
all
it?
right.
SC33 was it?
Something like that, weren't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Same as I.
I
That's what I
owned
had.
I've had the VFR. I had the 750,
All right. Yeah.
and I had the 400, the NC31
All right. Yeah. My mate had one of them.
on that lovely bike.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it was only the 400, but
Yeah.
absolute rapid little thing.
Yeah. Well, when I had the Fireblade, he was living because obviously I'm in Holland, and he was living over in another village, and we were supposed to go out on a Saturday morning. So I'm waiting for him. I think, where the fuck is he? Waiting for him. Waiting for him. I'm like, I know what's happened, Joe. So he phones me up. He's like, "Oh, can you come and get me?" I said,
Oh no!
You crashed it, haven't you?" "How did you know that?"
Because
I've
you're
been
not
waiting
here.
for over a fucking hour. Yeah, he's sticking straight in the back of
I
the
did
car.
that on a ZX6. Me and my pal were in Sheffield, towards Sheffield. It's out the back. There's a place called Pebbly Reservoir.
Yeah.
Beautiful little run, lots of little twisty turnies as you do. And we were going down there. We were going home at this point. We were probably less than 5 minutes from the house. And I come through this section, and my back end just decided that it wasn't playing ball anymore. But then all of a sudden decided that it was playing ball.
Oh,
So I went straight up out the seat.
yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're not doing that. I'm not letting go of these bars. So my feet are up in the air. My mate's in front of me. He says, I seen it in my mirror. He says, I thought I was seeing things. I was up vertical, straight up. My legs were up in the air, and I'd still got hold of the bars, and I come down my as your father bit, straight off the tank.
Yeah.
Wobbled all over into this chicane, and I missed. Literally, all I remember was a Citroen badge.
All right.
Big shiny Citroen badge and headlights, and I'd cut this apex of this corner. Missed a big concrete block, and gosh, this is gospel truth by about that much.
Yeah.
Ended up about 100 yards into the field. My bike ended up further up the road, and the first thing I did, dislocated shoulder, broken ribs. First thing I jumped up, where's my fucking bike gone?
Every time I used to fall off mine, I used to get him kick the fucking thing.
Well,
Every time. Fucking bike.
I had a lot to deal with at that moment in time. So I just literally picked it up out of the dirt and went, I'm sorry. It's probably my fault. I was probably going a bit quick.
It's always our fault. It's not the bike's fault, is it?
I literally put it on the road, leaned over it and went, oh God, I hurt. My mate came back about 10 minutes later and he went, I know one of two things had happened. You'd either broke down or you fell off.
Yeah.
He said, I was hoping for the first one. Like, no, got on it and rode it home.
Well, they're pretty bulletproof, those old 600 Ninjas, weren't they?
He had to go back and pick all the water. No, there was no fair. It was naked street.
Oh, was it?
I don't like the faired bikes that much. Strange, I bought that FZR.
Yeah.
I don't really like them as things. It's just more stuff to put right when you get it wrong.
Yeah, I like them. I like my bikes to be original. I do, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's why I bought that FZR because it's bang original. It's like one of the last of the line. It's got the fox eye fairing on it and all the braided hose. It's literally it was made in 94, and then it was released in 95, and that were the last of them. And I think they went to the Thundercat then. I think it was.
Yeah. Thundercat, Thunder Ace. Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely bike though.
Yeah. It's not bad. I got another story about trees actually.
This
I'm
intrigued now.
This one's about in England. This is an England story because you're not allowed now to use a wood burning stove. Did you know that?
Yes, it's to do with toxins in the wood, I think.
No, it's
Is it not?
fucking global warming. All the global warming people are getting their fingers into it.
Right.
And they've decided, it's nothing to do with the toxins, they've decided that it's not good for the environment. And
Sorry, that's coal in it. There's certain places you can't burn coal.
Yeah, well,
because
wood's the same, innit? Really.
Oh
But
yeah.
you will face a £300 fine
What?
if you get caught. Yeah. So I
In
don't know
the
what they got
UK?
against. Yeah, in the UK. Yeah, if you get caught using a log burner or a fireplace or a wood burning stove in the south of England, you will face a £300 fine.
A log burner.
Yep.
Loads of people are converted into log burners, aren't they?
I
Yeah,
know.
that was
Yeah.
a
It's a
massive
thing.
thing
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not
Few
allowed to anymore.
because of
years
the
ago, that
price
was the
of
thing to
the
do.
gas went up.
Yeah.
That was a
Exactly.
massive thing. Everybody, well, there you go. That's the reason then.
Yeah.
Because everybody's converted now and nobody's getting the gas
Yeah.
money.
And do you know
There's
what?
your answer.
They're saying it's bad for the environment. They cut down 42 million trees a year.
Mm,
But we've been burning wood for millennia.
We
yeah.
have. But they cut down 42 million trees every year, and they only replant one for every 8.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, have you seen the concept that they're doing now with the farmers? And they're
Yes.
trying to get the farmers to convert their spare land and their maybe their cropland with an incentive of X amount of hundreds of thousands of pounds if they plant X amount of trees on said land.
Well, they've gone a step further over here in the Netherlands, mate.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they're trying to take farms off the farmers.
What?
They're trying to close all the farms down.
Hmm.
Well, build
Do you know
houses.
what? Groningen has got its own gas field, right? This is in the Netherlands. So Groningen has got its own gas field, and it's a source of income because it supplies fucking millions of tons of gas to Germany, and they decided to close it down because of the earthquakes and tremors around the Groningen area.
But it's been there for how many years?
Oh, it's been there for years. So it's another source of income gone from the
Yep.
Netherlands. Same as farming. They're
It's
trying
that
to get rid of the
close down
farmers.
the industry,
Yeah,
control the food,
yeah,
to
it
control
is.
the population.
Exactly. So,
But that's a whole different podcast.
yeah, we've had quite a funny podcast so far.
It's like that I could go on for hours about that, but it's like it's just all right hearsay, and you'll never prove it. You'll never prove any of it.
Well, it's happening right
But
in front of us, so we don't need to prove it, do we?
yeah, the facts are all there. They're doing it right in front of you.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy,
But
man.
nobody wants to say anything.
Well, over here, all the farmers are out in protest. France farmers are out in protest. Spain farmers are out in protest. So, but this has been going on for over a year now. They're trying to get all the farms off the farmers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with the land?
Do you really want me to say?
Yeah, probably chuck houses on it, is it?
Fucking asylum seekers.
Oh, right, okay.
That's another story for another podcast.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I mean, there's a lot there's a lot of stuff that sort of goes on. That the government, the way that they're bending at the minute. I mean, they're trying to save face at the minute, aren't they? And it's just too little, too late. It's already gone to shit. The whole sort of system's just now corrupt, and it's gone out the window.
Well, our system is unbelievable, to be honest. I've never known a system like it because over here you've got like 8 or 9 different political parties, and then when they have a general election, one party has to win by 75 seats, right? And if they don't make 75 seats, they've got to make a coalition with all the other parties.
Yes. Similar to what
party.
Pakistan had to do, I think it was when they had a similar thing. It was you have to make up the rest of the government with a coalition sort of thing.
It's fucking unbelievable, you know? For me, that's just the same as they do to kids with their participation trophies. You're a loser, mate. You're a fucking loser. Let the guy that won
come
get
over
on with
here.
the election, you know?
Yeah. But come over here and we'll give you a consolation prize.
Yes, fuck off. I can't. I'm too old. I'm too long in the tooth for all this nonsense. I'm telling you.
It's one of them, and it's just, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, I know. It's just fucked up, mate. I just can't be doing with it anymore. I'm going to Bali in a fucking week's time, and I might not come back.
That's it. Yeah, me the other night, we're like, right, we're off to the woods. Let's go and build a log cabin, and I'm going to live off grid.
They'll
Yeah.
find you.
Oh no, I'll live off grid. I'll be all right.
They
Just
found
not
that
doing
bloke who
any
used to
work.
live on that island, didn't they?
Oh God, yeah.
If that little
He
old
was
bloke
out
who was
there.
living on that island, he was out there for
He
years
was
and
out
years
there
and
for
years.
years, weren't
Yeah.
he?
And they went and found him and made him go back on the mainland.
Bastards.
It's wrong.
He was having a good time until then.
Yeah, of course he was living off the land and stuff.
That is literally that's the dream, in it. Self-sufficient, live off the land, and
Yeah,
thank you very much. But
yeah.
then you've got places like America where it's illegal to harvest rainwater. How's that freedom?
Isn't it? There is no
Do you
freedom,
know
is
what I
there?
mean? Of course, there's not. It's an illusion.
It is. Everybody's. We
It's
all
an illusion. You're
live in a
only
free
free if you've
world.
got money.
You're not even free then, you really?
Well, still costs money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All revolves around that coin. And I think there's a lot of it coming to light, and a lot of the music industry at the minute, and it's not my side of the music industry, but you can see it in the corruption and the scandals that are all coming out, and it's just horrendous. But
Yeah.
that's the way it's been for years, and nobody bothered mentioning it. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Mm.
well, if it's broke, then fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's messed up, man. Anyway, come on, Dave.
Yes.
Come on, Dave.
On a lighter note.
Both depress me now. So, but come on, I was saying to Terry, because I'm a bit of a film buff and stuff, and I've actually started watching the Marvel series in chronological order. So I'm probably about 15 years behind everybody else, because when I had a look at the one last night, the Hulk was 2010. I didn't realize how old they were and how many they had. We've had a look on.
Oh God, yeah.
It's on Disney Plus. There's about 25 of them to get through.
See in about a month or so.
Yeah.
I never really got into the Marvel movies, to be honest.
I hadn't. I was more DC because I've always been into like Batman and Superman and stuff. I've never really into
I was always Marvel. I mean, Marvel. My first introduction to Marvel was Spider-Man, and I was never really big into comics.
Mhm.
But yeah, Spider-Man was my first introduction. I remember clear as a day. I went into Virgin Records in Birmingham, which used to be on the corner of, I think it was Corporation Street, if I remember rightly. And it was the three-store mega store, and everybody went mad. But they'd got, a merch and a comic section. I've never been in a comic shop before, never looked at anything. And all of a sudden, this comic just popped out, and it was Spider-Man. It was a 25th anniversary green edition with the hologram on the front, and it still had the pull-out poster in the middle. And it was something like, I think it was like £2.95 or something like that. And I'd got my pocket money, which was about £3 something. And I'm like, screw it. And I bought the comic, and I walked home because I didn't have the bus fare to go home, which was about 4 miles. But I walked home, and I got home, and I remember not opening this comic until I got home. It was like kind of this thing. It was kind of well, that's mine now, and I'm going to open that when I get in. And it was all sealed up nicely. And I remember reading it, and there was the thing I think that first hit me was the smell of the pages of the comic, because it was quite an old comic. And then it was the storyline and the artwork, and I just fell in love with comics from there. And they're just, I've got I haven't now because I gave it to my son. I gave me in the entire collection. But yeah, I've always had a mad passion for comics, and it's always been Marvel. I do like the DC stuff, and there's a few other bits that I delved into, which was like the sort of horror comics and so on. But yeah, comics they're a cool thing.
Yeah.
I
wish I knew.
I love The Walking Dead because I watched that
Oh,
series, and they got like graphic novels, haven't they? And I'm
yeah,
mega tempted to pick one up. I gotta be honest, because the series was brilliant, and like I'm guessing the novels probably go into a bit more detail.
yeah.
About the characters.
I mean, I've never read the novels, but I mean, I can imagine that it's always the same. And the screenplay is never the same as what the novel depicts in your own mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I sort of fell into the world of Terry Pratchett for a while, and that was just insane. And you look at some of that stuff now, and it's like it was kind of almost going, well, actually, there's the truth in front of you, and all these flat welders are going, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Flat earthers, sorry. I'll get crucified for calling them the wrong thing now. But yeah, there you go. It was written in Terry Pratchett years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you look at a lot of Monty Python stuff is all coming true, isn't
Oh God, yeah.
it?
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Well, just look at me on my radio show.
Well, there you go.
Audition for it. He's in.
There we go. You need a sidekick.
Well, that's the only reason I started doing it, because David kept letting me down on the radio, and I thought, fucking hell, I'm fed up with doing it on my own. So I invented this alter ego.
It's
I'm going to end up doing that. If I don't end up getting out gigging more often, I'm going to end up doing that myself. I'll end up being a drag act or something.
it's
Just a
it's
really
not so
bad,
much,
hairy one.
Yeah.
not so much the alter ego or anything. It's the photograph where you posted for it, which is really funny. You know, I was up Curtis's house the other day, my boy, because I took him to, you wanted to go and buy a car, so we went car shopping. And when we come back, then his missus was on her phone, and she went, "Oh my God, is that your Terry?" I was like,
Yep, it is. Brilliant.
Yeah, you got to have a laugh. If you can't have a laugh, what can you have?
Exactly.
Innit? You know,
It's the only thing that's free in this world, isn't it?
Well, I'm only having a laugh at my own expense anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, my
And
missus
it's the only
reckons
thing
I'm
that's
lame.
free in this life.
So.
she has got some issues.
Yeah, oh yeah, she has. I'm renaming my radio show to The Lady and the Trans.
Hey.
My girlfriend.
That'll work.
Does that mean you're the trans and Penelope's the lady?
Yeah.
How's that going to work?
Yeah. That's it. This is a play on it, isn't it? It's like, and my wife said, "Oh, you're just lame. You are. You're just lame."
Brilliant.
I just think, I always laugh at my own stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But at least she's laughing with you.
No, she's not, mate.
Oh, she's laughing at him.
No, laughing at him, yeah. All right, who am I kidding? I was just trying to make him feel better. Do you know what I mean? It's just not my fault.
We've had conversations about it. So when Terry came over last year and we were chatting about it, and she said, "You both think you're funny, don't you?" And we were like, "Yeah, we are funny." She was like, "No, you're not."
Oh, thanks.
And my wife's like, "Yeah, agreeing with her."
Yeah. But when you're married to people like that, who needs enemies?
Exactly.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
But at least it's one of them. It's a double-edged sword, though. At least they're honest.
Yeah, I can't take that. I can't take that away from them.
No, they are. Yeah.
That's the beauty about having the person that stands beside you and puts up with all the shit and still laughs at the end of it, and they're always like, "Yeah, but it weren't that funny." So actually, it was.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I mean, I'll send you a link to there's a video that really chuckled me today, and it absolutely made my day. And when you laugh and then you watch something again and you laugh even harder.
Yeah.
It was one of them moments. So I sent it to her. I was like, right, there you go. Just watch this and watch it till the end. I will guarantee that you will laugh. She come back. She went, "You're daft, you are, aren't you?" It was priceless, and I will send it to you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I won't ruin the surprise, but honestly, watch it till the end. It will not disappoint. I was rolling around the floor. I couldn't stop. There was tears that I couldn't breathe, and she was just like, "You daft, you are, aren't you?" Yeah. Okay then. Rightio, I'll shut up then, shall I?
We got like a family group, and I shared the family group because I love Peter Sellers and like the old Pink Panther and everything.
Yeah.
It's the second, I think it's but Strikes Back when he goes to Germany and he goes to get boarding lodge and he's asking him for a Zimmer and a room and stuff. And he says to this guy, just asks him, "Does his dog bite?" And he says, "No." So he goes to pet the dog and it rips his arm off. But he said, "I didn't think you said the dog bite." He said, "That is not my dog." And that little sketch, I'm rolling around and they look like kids and my missus are like, "What are you laughing for?" I think just amazing.
It's classically like the Monty Python sketch, isn't it, with the parrot.
Yeah.
You either absolutely find it hilarious or you go, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
It's that kind of humour. I think it was really sad as well because they were looking at doing a remake on Fawlty Towers, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
and doing
realise
it
that.
all again. And instead, they've had to take it to the theatre because
Oh,
they refused it because they went, no, we can't do that because it's just not politically correct anymore. We just
yeah,
can't make that. And
yeah,
it's like, oh, but you can go and watch it on BBC iPlayer.
yeah, yeah. Well, there is a channel in there on because we got a channel. I can't remember what it's called. It might be Golden TV or something.
Oh
And
yeah,
they've
they're all
got
over there, aren't they?
yeah, and they got loads of stuff on that. And
The
in the
young
corner
ones
always
and
says that this was funny at the time or different
yeah,
views and beliefs and all that sort of stuff. So they got like till death
Was
do
it?
us part and all that.
the
Yeah,
trigger warnings.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
yeah,
It is pretty bad.
That is
It's
bad,
like
isn't it?
as
yeah,
Hubert actually died.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because even the sketch with the Germans and stuff in Faulty Towers, you wouldn't be able to get away with that now. See, couldn't do it.
That's one of the ones that they're really like they won't play anywhere.
But
And as soon
Germans
as
would probably watch that and find it really funny.
yeah, they actually would.
Was
And
Yeah,
like hello,
back
hello,
in the
innit?
day,
yeah,
oh god, yeah,
You know?
you don't see that anymore. That was long running on BBC One,
Yeah.
mm,
and then all of a
It's
sudden it disappeared into obscurity.
yeah.
yeah,
It's a
There's
burn.
been so many comedy shows that have done the same. You look at the comic strip.
Yeah.
God, I mean, one of my earliest memories of that is because my he's 10 years older than me, so I was privy to all of the 18 plus stuff.
mm,
And I remember watching one of the comic strips, and you got the a fistful of travellers' checks was one of them,
Yeah.
and the other one was Mr. Jolly Lives Next Door, where they actually kill Nicholas Parsons and chop him up, and he was well down for it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would not get that happening now.
Yeah. It's just sad, it is.
It's sad, isn't it?
It is. It's fucking,
Gone
yeah,
too
it's just
far.
wrong, isn't it?
Too far.
Ooh, it was not politically correct. Yeah, fuck off.
Well, it's like it ain't half hot mum and stuff like that. I used to love all that when I was a kid. That was
I
Saturday
mean,
afternoon viewing, wasn't it? Really? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
After Airwolf, boxing, no, sorry, wrestling
Knight Rider,
and
yeah,
Knight Rider,
wrestling,
yeah. And
and
then,
occasionally the world's strongest man.
oh yeah, still watch it. I know, I love it.
Can't beat a bit of
Ridiculous.
catchphrase. That was a Sunday night, though, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Catchphrase.
Oh, so Mrs.'s favorite, that is. I don't understand it. They never catch phrases, or none of them
No,
do
I know.
I know
Oh,
anything.
the new
The new one,
ones,
I ain't got a
utter
clue what they're
shit.
doing. I don't
It's
get it.
utter shit. They are so obscure
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's untrue.
yeah,
They've
I mean,
always been obscure, haven't they?
at least Roy Walker could get away with it and hide it
yeah,
under a bloody Irish accent. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It was brilliant. I loved it.
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
no, the new one, no, didn't enjoy that at all. And
No,
there's been a couple, isn't there? So I think was it Dave Spikey that did one of them,
yeah.
or was that?
Stephen Mulhern or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
that was the other one. That didn't
She
work.
watches it. She still watches it. She loves it.
Crikey.
Every evening we watch her as we're sitting down for food, and I probably get one out of the entire episode. And she's pushing them down. I said, "You need to go on there, baby.
Yeah,
Earn
get
some
on it.
money." Yeah,
Get yourself a free holiday.
that's it.
Oh, maybe a speedboat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that. Oh God, do you
Bullseye.
know
That was
what?
what it
I was
bullseye.
actually thinking about that, Justin. That's another one that didn't get remade very well, was it? But the original, oh my God,
yeah.
and especially the early ones, they were brilliant.
Look
Because
Well,
what you
Jim
could have
Bowen,
won.
oh, he was
Jim
wrong, wasn't he?
Bowen, because
Savage.
it started off as a fucking thing. It was just a fucking. They didn't think it was going to take off. It was a
Yeah.
piss take,
Yeah,
and he was savage with them.
yeah, yeah. Well,
He
I
used to
found
take
out
the piss out of them all the time.
there was a thing that come up on Facebook the other day with two women that come up, and he's talking to him, and he said to the woman that she got on a sponsored Slim. And he said, "Have you asked for your money? Or have they asked for their money back?" And then he's laughing. And he's like, "Oh, I am awful. I am sorry." He said, "But it's obviously been taken out because of what you're wearing."
He was absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
He used to, if you remember, he used to take the piss out of the little hockey guy as well, Tony.
yeah,
Tony Green, yeah. He hadn't long died,
yeah.
did he, Tony Green?
Yeah, yeah, he was. Yeah, he's still going for it. But I don't think that was too long ago.
Yeah, one long
But
ago.
yeah, them are proper days of telly. They were.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when we were
I
allowed
used
to
to
have a
love
laugh.
Blankety Blank. I used to love with Kenny.
Gosh, that was. Oh, that was
Amazing.
brilliant.
That was awesome. I was Kenny Everett was just brilliant on it.
And
And
Dusty
Les
Bin.
Dawson as well on there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Les Dawson was, oh Christ, he were brilliant. He were Les Dawson.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I
So
think one of
He used to
the
dress up as
oldest
a woman.
comics.
he was dressed as a
Yeah.
woman, yeah, doing
The
Have you
boob.
seen who's back on tour, comedian wise, from back then?
No.
Chubby Brown's back on
Oh,
tour.
is
Oh
he? He
yeah.
got banned as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
banned, but he's back on tour. He's going, right, that's it. I'm going back out again.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going to go and see him. I think he's playing in Evesham. I think it is at some point, and I think he's up in Chesterfield
Okay.
in August. But he's only doing like they're only quite small venues, and they've sold out quite quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, have they?
And I think it's people grabbing a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But it
he got
reminds
a
me,
couple of years ago, he got cancelled because I
Yeah.
think it might have been Blackpool. He
yeah,
got
yeah,
cancelled, and he was really upset about it because it was like the county council wouldn't allow him to go there. Because I think he's basically he lived in Blackpool with it, didn't he? He was always on the pier, pretty much
he was
every
always
month,
on the
or every
pier.
week.
That's the first time I ever seen him live. Was on the
Yeah.
pier. Was back in, and I shouldn't have been in the show. I sneaked in. I think it was '95 live on the pier.
Yeah.
And it was the occasion that the guy in I think about 3 or 4 rows back got really quite aggressive with the heckling,
All right.
and he literally just went zip, lob, and produced his his semi-flaccid penis and proceeded to go, well, if you don't like it, you can suck on that. And we were like, oh, what have we come into? I mean, I was 15 at the time. I was like, what have I just walked into? Quite amusing.
Yeah, I've never seen him live. I've seen most of probably his videos and all his stand-up and stuff. And he done
He
that
was
one, didn't he, in the
absolutely mad.
90s? UFO, wasn't it? He did in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was a bit bizarre, that was.
Yeah, it was a bit strange that I do remember that. But yeah, no, it was like it was he was very strange because he didn't ever stop.
Mm.
He was always moving.
Mm.
And that's kind of that's one of the things I noticed about him was his absolute energy on the stage. He's just bouncing backwards and forwards. And for a big lad, that takes a lot of doing, that does.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
get
the
on
old
with it,
Colombian
no.
marching powder, I expect.
Oh, God, yeah. Absolutely. There's no way he did that straight. Absolutely no
But
way.
he don't swear in his private life, do he? I've seen
No,
interviews with him.
absolutely
And
not.
he's
He's
like really
such a
well-spoken.
well-spoken, lovely bloke.
Yeah, intelligent guy and all.
His name's Royston, isn't it?
Yeah.
Royston, it was the League of Gentlemen, the
Royston
village is
Vasey.
named after him, isn't it? Royston Vaser.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mad. He plays in Cwmbran as well sometimes too. Remember the old Congress Theatre?
Yeah.
That's still open and he
God.
plays in there every now and again.
Oh, is he?
So I think we probably get, I don't know, it's not very big. What do you reckon we get in here?
A couple of hundred.
A couple hundred people in there.
Yeah.
I like little gigs like that, though. I like little gigs like that. I mean, we caught oh God, what's his bloody name? Used to be on Have I Got News for You? Ed Byrne.
Oh yeah.
We caught him at Evesham because we get quite a lot of the comedians coming through in Evesham town. And that was probably about 200 people, but well worth it. He was hilarious, and the warm up comedians were really good as well. That was it. I think it cost only about 20 quid. But it's just getting out in it and supporting the local venues and the bits and bobs, and you do what you can. And I love a bit of stand up comedy, so
yeah, it's good, isn't it? It is good.
Right then, mate.
Finish on a bit of a nicer note now than all our grumpiness.
Oh, indeed. It's been an emotional roller coaster, gentlemen.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? We went there.
I gotta watch another
Marvel.
Marvel.
Come back here. Say again, mate.
I gotta watch another Marvel tonight. So I watched.
Oh, what you want tonight?
Hulk last night. I think it's Thor now. The first Thor one is next in the order, I think.
Right, okay. All right, prepare to get a bit soppy then.
All right, okay.
There you go.
Right.
Okay. So, but the Iron
pretty
Man,
good though.
The first two Iron Man, they were ace.
Really I do like the Iron Man, and the soundtrack's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, and Robert Downey Jr. is just barking mad in it, and he's brilliant.
Ah, yeah.
Plays it.
Can't go wrong, can you?
No. Oh, he's fantastic. I really.
Oh, wait till you get further on. The rest of it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh my god.
Well, we're doing a movie a night, we are. So
When he gets to the multiverse, it's just gonna
all right.
Right, I'm not going to talk about this anymore because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh, they sit there when you go on about motorbikes. The only time I've ever rode a motorbike was up on the mountain by me. It was a KX 250. The clutch was riding on it, so even when you held it in, the bike was still pulling. And I'd done a monster wheelie, and I was hanging off the back of it like an Ewok, and I absolutely shat myself. And I was the first and only time I've ever been on a motorbike.
Fair play.
So
Did you
you're supposed
fall
to
off?
ride a
Though?
minute.
No, I didn't fall off. I was just like hanging,
There you go.
managed
You
to get
did.
back up
You
on the
did
seat.
good.
Yeah,
You did
I
good.
did get back up on the seat. It was going like that.
No, you did good. That's how you ride them.
That's how you learn. That's for sure.
And then when you break it, and it costs you a lot of money to put it right, you learn that that's not how you ride it.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
Then.
Honestly, thank you very much for having me. It's been lovely catching up with you guys, as always.
Can't wait to see you on tour, buddy. Like I said,
yeah, definitely, mate. Keep an eye out. Obviously, the announcements are coming out soon. Obviously, new single that's out now. She's So Lonely. Have a listen if you like it, guys. Leave us a comment. You know, feedback's always good. Next release, I say, probably three months' time, there or thereabouts. But I think we want to concentrate on getting this tour sorted and finalised and then announced for everybody. So yeah, awesome. Really exciting. Sort of, yeah, for us.
Good stuff. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
All right, and cheers, Rob.
Yeah, good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, buddy.
We'll speak to you again
Lovely,
soon.
guys. Speak to you soon, guys. Take care.
Thanks, mate.
Bye. See you soon. Bye.